Well, Johnny, we started the day talking about line changes for Dom Ducharme and the Montreal Canadiens. Why not start this conversation there as well? Because he made changes. They would be criticized if they didn't work. What did you think of the changes tonight in the game?
I think he got everything he could have hoped for out of these changes across the board. He put in a new bottom pair defenseman. Romanov comes up with a big goal in the third period to give them the lead. They also added some lively legs, some breakout passes. Now, they weren't perfect. Kulak and Romanov were cut out there on the maroon goal, but for the most part, they added another element that Montreal had not had against Tampa, just the kind of physicality and the speed to their defense, helping them get to their end a little bit. And then the forward lines, of course, I thought Jake Evans was really solid jumping into the middle. Not an easy task. His line was very good defensively. We knew he would be good on the penalty kill. And then shuffling the duck up front with Anderson, with Suzuki and Caulfield also paid dividends. So Dom Ducharme, tip of the cap to you. You rolled the dice. You made significant changes. And almost across the board, they worked out. You won the game. You're on to Game 5. Live to fight another day.
Got to think with the W, the lineup looks the same.
I would imagine
Game number 5
nothing
in Tampa
will be changing at all.
And we also saw the penalty kill for the Montreal Canadiens revived a little bit here. Tampa got all these power play opportunities at one point. I'm like, okay, they're going to pay for this pretty soon. They get a 4-minute power play at the end of the third and into overtime, and they don't take advantage.
If you're Tampa, what else could you ask for? 4 minutes at the end of the regulation and to start overtime. You had a full intermission to rest, fresh ice, diagram, whatever you wanted to try to get done, and they could not do it. And I think they will look back at that opportunity as a real missed one. They've ridden a very hot, almost 40% power play to the final, and they could have ridden it right to a Stanley Cup had they been able to cash there. Credit to the Montreal penalty killers, blocking shots, getting in lanes. Carey Price was solid throughout, but none of that matters. When Tampa starts snapping it around, they can break down any penalty kill there is. But they weren't great, especially that last one, the 4-minute Shea Weber high stick. And
that's one of those ones, like, you got to score on that, right?
You have to end the game. You have to win the Stanley Cup. You have your best guys out there. They play the last minutes. They're all rested. They probably played 2 of the first 3 minutes into the overtime, and nothing really materialized. Good job by Montreal. Tampa will not be happy with their execution of that power play.
I think over the next 24 hours, Brayden Point probably going to have a couple ice packs in his life because he took a bit of a beating tonight. He was clearly a marked man, and he has yet to score in this series.
Welcome to the world of superstardom, Brayden Point. I mean,
Yes.
This is what happens. You score 14 goals, you run off 9 games in a row. Every team's going to mark you, and if they can't catch you, they're going to try to hit you when they can. And it was not just Shea Weber who had 2 thunderous attempts on Brayden Point, caught him on the boards and tried to smush him as best he could. But everyone, Jake Evans early on, you interfere, you hook, you hold, you push, you shove, you try to scrum it up with him. Anything to try to slow him down, because when they just play it straight up, like every team in the playoffs, he's hard to slow down. So he'll work through it. He'll get used to it. At home, he might get some better line matchups as well. But for sure, there was a noticeable physical focus on Brayden Point, and with good reason. He's that good of a player.
Yeah, I'm sure when Montreal looks at this game on tape, they're going to be like, more of that, boys. More
replicate
of that.
that for sure.
Make him earn his first goal in this series. We'll see if Montreal can make it 2 W's in this series Wednesday in Tampa.